Arabic scholars will say the word Kayf cannot be adequately translated into English. In today's best English, it means relaxation, rest, perfectly happy, absence of troublesome conversation, and unpleasant memories. In essence, it's leisure. Of course, all these states are more easily attained with the water pipe or hookah or nargile, also known as shisha, goza, and Kilian. The pipe was immensely popular among 19th century painters, and they loved to use it in their paintings. It became synonymous with the Orient. The most often asked question is, what are they smoking? There are a variety of choices: tobacco, hashish, marijuana, opium, or a creative combination of any of them. This small work by Jean Lecomte de Nuit does address the question about content through its title, The Opium Smoker. The popularity of including hookahs in Orientalist paintings created a desire in Europe, especially among writers, poets, and artists in France. Prominent figures like Gautier and Baudelaire. Gautier was quoted, "Hashish is replacing champagne." Its exotic and oriental symbolism became so ingrained that by 1865 it found its way as a signature prop in Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, with a caterpillar seated on a mushroom, hookah tube in hand, smoking away. The Spanish artist Jose Villegas Cordero depicts a figure in an extreme state of kayf, with his pipe in hand. This style consists of a bowl made of clay or earth and a long cherry stick stem. This is one half of a complex image. Jean Lecomte de Nuit entitled the work The Dream of Khosrou, which is the figure's name. His enhanced state of kayf has generated his dream of Zalida, a woman he cannot be with. All he has is his pipe in hand and his dream. Hence, the origin of the term pipe dream. This is a stunning example of wood latticework known as a mashrabia. In the Middle East, at this time, wood was rare, and rich latticework like this was a sign of great wealth. The seated figure is an armed guard smoking an enormous nargile pipe. An artist's sense of humor is seen in this additional piece by Gérôme, with a guard seated and leaning forward. In the full image, he's blowing smoke in his dog's face. The bared teeth certainly indicates the dog is not pleased by his master's action. Hopefully, the many sides of kayf are presented here. In today's world, it seems the miracle of modern chemistry has achieved similar states of bliss and harmony without the dangers of smoking. The name Harry Humphrey Moore was little known for half a century, until a large cache of his paintings hidden in barrels prior to World War II were discovered in 1948. Moore was close friends, painting and traveling companion with the great Thomas Eakins. The legendary John Singer Sargent stated, quote, "Never saw such exquisite technique," end quote. The great French painter and instructor Jean-Léon Gérôme wrote of his former student, quote, "I'm proud of having been your professor." Apparently his skills extended beyond just painting and cultivating important friends. Moore also cultivated several relationships with upper-class European ladies, some of royal birth. Now, all this is pretty impressive, but all the more so, Harry Humphrey Moore was born a deaf mute and communicated through sign. In 1872, Moore married an aristocratic Polish lady and moved to Morocco for 2 years. This work of a seated figure smoking reveals complex tile work that could be either Andalusia during the centuries of Moorish occupation or painted in Morocco. He and his wife moved back to Paris, where he passed away in 1926. She retained all his work. At the outbreak of World War II, she was arrested and sent to a concentration camp, but not before she could hide all his work. At the time Moore's work was discovered in 1948, he was a forgotten name.